Alright, welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3. Where we left off last time, we were finally in Chapter 2. Very exciting. And yeah, we were doing quests. Not looking forward to Aurelia's quest today. Hopefully we don't get murdered, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. What is this crap? This is why I don't like more than one save. This nonsense happens. Which one are we on? Probably this one. Has the later timestamp. Hello, Malbrand. Oh, welcome to stream. We must be close to the end. This game does not end. At least Chapter 1 successfully ended. That's all that matters. We're not in Chapter 1 anymore. This is gonna wind up being like a 500 plus part series on YouTube, and that's gonna be awkward. But oh well. I didn't make the game. Why am I in this house? Is what I want to know. Okay, well, live your lives. Live your lives. Also, I've been looking at limited run games, and I'm really sad that I missed the window for the special edition of Trails in the Sky. It looks really beautiful, but it's sold out. Okay, I don't want to do the Aurelia quest. I know there was another quest on campus somewhere. Let's take it to the front entrance. We'll walk around until we find it. But yeah, it was called like the Bracer Edition or something. It looked so pretty. Right, Sidney had a quest. I remember. Okay, because he's slacking on his club duties. Okay, let's go deal with that then. Hey, what's up? Why was only his sigh voice acted? What were they doing when they made this game? I just want to know. Why is this happening? Campus life was supposed to be fun. Sir, I don't know if you're aware, but you're at a military academy? Military? What part of that sounds like fun, exactly? Sidney? Oh, hi, Instructor Reen. I'm so jealous of you. You're so strong, popular, and cool. Wow, you clearly don't look into people's lives more than just like surface value. You think he's having fun, prancing around as the Ashen Chevalier to the tune of his biological father's flute? I don't think so. I don't think so. Why are you complimenting me like that? Is something bothering you? It's not really any one thing. I'm just something's bothering him. Should I take the time to listen to him? Yeah, I guess. Sidney, you can tell me all about it if you'd like. What's really bothering you? Really don't need to, but since you offered, good. You can tell me everything. Well, let's see. As you may already know, my scores are among the lowest of everyone here. I did not know that. I know that now, but I did not know that. It wasn't like this back in Grenville. Grenville. That's a small town just outside of Leeds, right? The school has students from all over, but it's not like just anyone can attend this school. You can take pride in at least being accepted here. Yeah, that's how I felt at first. Even though we're a new branch campus, we're still part of a military academy that has a long and proud tradition. At the very least, my shooting scores are really good, but they pale in comparison to Maya's. Who is Maya? I can't picture Maya. It's just really hard to accept. Does she have black hair? I think that's Maya, who I'm thinking of. We'll check later. Sidney. I'm sure there's something that you're better at than anyone else. If you work on that, I can't even think of what that could be. I'm just a small fish in this exceptional pond. I no longer have any motivation. Anyway, I just don't have any skills. You can just leave me alone. What should I say? Since he's not my student, I don't really know what Sidney's strengths are. Maybe I should consult Randy. Okay. Branch Campus Quest, Sidney's Sadness. Started. Sidney's Sadness. Okay. Gotta find Randy. I have no idea where Randy is. Like at all. Where was Randy? Is he on this? He sure isn't. Oh my god. Because we didn't do this quest the same day I talked to all the people, I literally have no idea where he is. Well. Opening date to be determined. Today wasn't the day we ran into him in the hangar. That was yesterday, and then we had a heart-to-heart with him at, like, the tavern. I don't know where Randy goes. Maybe he's just in the main building. This game needs like a tracking feature so I can just hunt down specific people I need. That's Toa. And that's gonna be Aurelia. No, that's not Aurelia. Aurelia is in the clubhouse. This is some random person. I think is that Wayne? It's the dude who does too much weightlifting. That's the band people. I think this was Stark, okay. Take me to Leaves. Maybe he was actually in Leaves. There are only so many places Randy could be. Aha! It's here. Hey. Randy, can I ask you for some advice? Sure, I don't mind. Reed consulted Randy about Sidney losing motivation. I see. Well, come to think of it, he has been sulking. I figured something was bothering him. However, I also think it's normal to hit some roadblocks. Oh, so you noticed. Both Sidney and Maya have taken up the sniper rifle. Are their skill levels really that far apart? Well, Sidney is up against a juggernaut. Maya's sniping skills are literally eye-popping. Although in some respects, I think he can give her a run for her money. Really? Yeah, and I think Maya's noticed. So why don't you ask Maya? It might be good to get the perspective of a fellow student. I see, that's a good point. Thanks for being concerned about Sidney. I guess at this point, you have to go all the way. Yeah, you have a point. Okay. Do you have anything new to say now that we've had this combo? That would be a no. That would be a no. Who is Maya? Maya is who I was thinking of. Tea Ceremony Club. Okay. Then we know exactly where she is. Valerie is one of the, like, only people I don't have any notes on. And Gustav, I guess. Okay. So take me back to campus, and then I need to go to the class. Tea ceremony room. This is not the tea ceremony room. Huh? Did you need something from me? Yep, I wanted to ask you. After explaining the situation to Maya, Reed asked her what Sidney excels at when it comes to sniping. Let's see. I guess I'd have to say the fact that he's always so carefree. Is being carefree a good thing for a sniper? I can't say I've ever, like, met one or know anything about their lives. It's one way of looking at things. But he's feeling pretty down on himself at the moment. I'd like for him to have something to be proud of himself for. In that case, I should give you a more serious answer. I've actually noticed his skill at shooting mobile targets. I see. I'm sure you already know this, but shooting a moving target is much harder than shooting a stationary target. But Sidney doesn't even seem to acknowledge the difference. His accuracy doesn't change much regardless of the state of the target. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, honestly, I don't really understand it either. But I would like to work with him. But that'll prove difficult if he stays stuck in this rut. I hope you can help lift his spirits back up. I'll see what I can do. He doesn't even realize his own shooting talents. I should invite Sidney to shooting practice as soon as I'm able. Which I guess is right now. Oh, come on, Instructor Reed. You and I both know that Maya's a way better shot than I am. Come on, you never know until you try, right? Besides, there's something I need to check. Isn't this a little close range for sniper rifle testing? And look at that, my scores are exactly the same as always. Sure looks that way. By the way, I held on to one of Maya's recent score sheets, and you're right, your scores are lower overall. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been saying, Teach. Now hold on, I want you to take a look at this. Look at your scores and Maya's, specifically how you're both scoring in the first half versus the second. Notice anything? She's doing better than me the whole way through, but our scores are closer in the second half. So that means, what? Shooting moving targets is tougher for her than shooting stationary ones? Well, yes, but that's pretty much the case for everyone. Everyone but you, Sidney. You're exceptionally good at hitting moving targets. Exceptional? Me? Yep. I also did a lot of shooting practice in my youth. I've seen a lot of would-be snipers, but you've got a talent for this, Sidney. You beat it? Of course. Look how close you were to Maya in the second half here. It might be a while before you catch up to her overall scores, but if you just focus on the second half, I think you'll be able to reach her. Well, dang. I guess I really do have something to be proud of.
Nice!
The random voice acting is so confusing. I would rather he just be completely silent at this point. The age of Sidney the Sniper begins. No. You're a long ways off from earning yourself a nickname. I thought I heard someone in here. Couldn't help but pop in. But yeah, if I were you, I wouldn't get too cocky just yet. For one thing, Sidney, you severely lack training. You're always so lazy about your studies, but why aren't you at your club today? I take it Kurt's playing chess all by himself then. He just got so into chess that playing with him just wasn't fun anymore, you know? Like, yeesh, man, chill. Wow, Sidney, it's almost like you are in a club where your entire purpose is to play chess. Baffling. Actually, Sidney, I think we've stumbled onto something important here. Your problem is your lack of perseverance. You need to learn how to dedicate yourself to your studies, your training, your club, anything. Preferably anything other than chasing women like you've been doing this whole game. And by that I mean all of chapter 1, apparently. So long. Roger that. Alright, branch campus quest, Sidney's sadness completed. And I was paid for that. Delightful. And we learned about Sidney. They put me right next to Aurelia on purpose, didn't they? To make me suffer. Let's see. I want to see if Brandy has anything new to say, Sidney has anything new to say, and Kurt as well. Sidney may have actually moved. He might be with Kurt now. Is he? No, Kurt's not out here either. Oh, they actually moved into the club room. They did move. Okay. Hey, Kurt. Sorry I'm a little late. I'd say you're more than a little late. But it's fine. I'm glad you're here now. For a bit, I was worried you decided to drop out of the club. Well, I thought about it at one point, but I decided it'd be pretty uncool of me to give up like that. Anyway, I really look forward to it now. So do I. After overcoming some troubles together, their bond is even stronger. Perhaps I've asked too much of Sidney from the start. It seems I still have much to learn about interacting with others. I don't know that this is necessarily a you problem, Kurt, as much as it is a Sidney problem. Kurt's a pretty considerate guy. He didn't even yell at me. Now I'm getting all choked up. Okay. And we know that Randy is in the bookstore. No. Nope, still nothing new from Randy. Maybe one day. Alright, I guess let's go do this Aurelia quest and hope I don't die. She was downstairs, right? More downstairs. I will save. No, no. I'm gonna have to see if you can delete save files. Principal Le Guin. So this is where you train. Come to think of it, this might be the first time I've actually seen you training. I've always been curious about that. Yeah, well, my duties as principal don't leave me with much spare time. Nevertheless, I always get my morning practice in, just like you do. I take it you train here because you don't want to interrupt the students? That's right. The training room at the dorm is a little too popular for my tastes. Besides, the equipment here suits me better anyway. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt. Not at all. Actually, Schwarzer, while you're here, why don't we take this opportunity to cross swords? Are you serious? Have you ever known me to joke about battle? Besides, I've long been curious to see what you're capable of firsthand. The feeling's mutual. It is not. I don't want to know what she's capable of firsthand. I spent all of last game hoping to never have to fight her. And of course, now that we're finally on the same side, I do have to fight her. Delightful. There's no way I could pass up this opportunity, but... My sword is ready. I'm ready when you are. Thank you for this. Very well. Branch Campus Quest, Reaching New Heights started.